You had a question about the task force for the referendum in the United Kingdom. You were asking whether this task force was successful. Well, I would say this demonstrates the limits of performance management. I wouldn't say that the outcome of the referendum in the UK can be ascribed to the role of this task force. You also mentioned the role of the task force in the campaign, the referendum campaign in the UK. Let me recall that at the very explicit request of the UK government, the Commission has not participated in this campaign.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your sense of humor, and we share it. Perhaps this was a big error not to participate in this referendum, not to let out going commissioners to at least to tell some facts about the European Union to British people. They have seen so badly informed.
Another reason why Brexit happened and why more of it will happen is because the decision of sovereign states, and Britain wants to be a sovereign state, are dismissed. And if you don't like the decision that's made by a sovereign state, you say they were mistaken, as our chairperson said, just in the same way as the people of Ireland were told. When they didn't vote the way they were told to vote on Nice and on Lisbon, they were told they were mistaken. So if you agree with the European Union, you're educated, you're smart, and you know what you're on about. And if you disagree with them, you're mistaken. I don't know, has anyone looked up the word fascism lately? Check it out, see where the connection is there. Because if this place only thinks people are right when they agree with them, you can say goodbye to the European Union. It's gone. And we're on the road to no return. Can you stop throwing your hands in the air and open your damned eyes to why this whole thing is falling apart? It's falling apart because of arrogance of people in this room. It's also fallen apart because of a number of other reasons, which you can impact on what I'm talking about here. The other reasons will take care of themselves. If ye stop being so arrogant and superior, it'd help.
Well, we're not here to insult the people who come to talk to us, colleague. So, please, I mean, that doesn't gain anything for us and doesn't lead to anything.
Chairperson, you talked about insulting people. I don't know who you're referring to, but the most insulting thing that I have ever heard in my life is the idea that 70 million people can be told, sorry, you made a mistake. It's their sovereign opinion. They've made the decision. Move on. But the problem is, what you have said is the essence of the way the European Union and this system will deal with Brexit. It won't be allowed to take place in an orderly manner. You will make sure that your opinion that they made a mistake will be rammed down their throats, as far as I can see. And if anyone is insulted by what I said, well then that is an even bigger problem for the European Union, because the European Union has to do something about conflict of interest. It has to do something about not accepting the will of the people, because if it doesn't, it's gone. And if you're insulted by that, well, stop getting insulted. Deal with the problem, and then you'll solve the problem. Stop getting insulted.
I don't think I have said that the Commission or any Union institution, for that matter, would not respect the will of the British people. What I have said is that we try to make the withdrawal that is wished for by the British people can take place as orderly as possible, and that is what we are trying to do.
You mentioned Michel Barnier, and you also mentioned the fact that you'd like Brexit to take place in a smooth and an orderly manner. Irish MEPs in the last Strasbourg session got the opportunity to meet with Michel Barnier, and the one thing I took out of the meeting was that he didn't understand what we were talking about, because unfortunately his level of English just wasn't up to scratch. Now, something I have noticed with you is you have a phenomenal understanding of the English language, and also the individual beside you has an excellent use of the English language. In fact, it's well used around here, commonly used. Do you think it was a mistake, in considering you want this to take place in an orderly manner, that an English-speaking country will have to negotiate with someone, potentially through an interpreter, in which case detail will be lost inevitably? Why did we not choose an English-speaking negotiator? Or is it the case that you would agree with Catherine Day, your predecessor, that in a radio interview in Ireland, that Ireland's solution here is that we all start learning how to speak French and German and move away from Great Britain? Sorry, not possible. I'm just wondering, do you think it was a mistake? Because we left that first meeting confused, and we need detail here, and we need it right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I believe that as this meeting has shown, we can communicate with each other in whatever language is needed, thanks to the excellent work of the interpreters.